Okay, can you talk for me, please? Let's do a
Testing.
little. Okay, great. I
One,
think
two.
I want to see that your audio was good. I think it's good. We might need to wait for some feedback though from our audience, from our studio audience. Um, but anyway, yes, here we are. Okay, and seems like everything is set. We are live. Good afternoon, Abnormals, and welcome back to the Ministry of Abnormality YouTube live broadcast. It is still weird to say. And that just made me get lost. Today is Wednesday, June 29th of 2022. I'm very aware of the dates because I know that the month ends tomorrow. So, I'm very, very aware that the month ends tomorrow. That the month ends tomorrow. Anyway, welcome back to my show. I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope you can all tell me all about it in a little bit. There doesn't seem to be anybody in the chat room yet, but that doesn't take away from the fact that today we have with us the return of the ever so glorious woman of the North. Hello, Kat.
Hello, how are you?
Well, it's been a while since you've been here. How long has it? It's been like 2 weeks, hasn't it?
It's like 2
Maybe
weeks,
more?
yeah. Yeah, 2 weeks.
No, it was
Wow.
even more. It was even more because I remember you didn't come on a Friday because you were doing the whole Queen's Jubilee and visiting your mom.
Yeah.
And then the next week, you faked an eye injury.
Faked. Oh, you should have seen it. It was disgusting.
And then the following week, you claimed to be too busy at work.
That's
and today you just kind of ran out of excuses, and here you are.
true. Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Ran out of excuses. I was like, oh
Yeah, you
damn,
just
gotta
kinda-
do the stream.
Yeah, I can't put it off anymore. Might as well. Hello, Pew. How are you?
Hi, Pew.
How's the afternoon going, Pew? So yeah, today you just ran out of excuses. It's like it's like when those people that are like hey, you want to go out? No, I can't. What about tomorrow? No, I'm busy. What about next week? No,
Washing
I'm
my
busy. What about 6 months from now? Okay. Just kind of don't. Eventually, you either have to say like, I just don't want to be on your stupid stream, or just say like, I can't. Like my nose exploded, and
It's
so,
a very serious condition, nose implosion.
Oh,
They call
I was gonna say nose
implosion.
explosion. That's kind of a sneeze, isn't it? But a nose
Yeah.
implosion is like a reverse sneeze. So that
So it
can't
blows
be.
inwards. That
Yeah,
can't be good.
like a reverse sneeze. I don't suppose it's as bad as reverse diarrhea, but it's definitely a reverse sneeze is definitely bad. So
Definitely bad.
yeah. This new position at my job is very interesting. Pew got promoted at her work.
Ooh, congrats,
She-
Pew.
She is now what would that be, Pew? The marketing director, I guess. The somebody in charge of marketing, or marketing director, if you want to make it sound like. But anyway, so yeah, you've been gone for 2 weeks, Kat. Why don't you catch us up? What's been up with you and your life?
Wow. Nothing much really. I was sick with my
Awesome.
eye, so-
Moving on. So,
Yeah.
so
And then I've been working, which you know about.
No, okay. So you said nothing much really, and then what?
Well, my eye.
Oh, right. Got it.
So I couldn't play games. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even watch TV.
Well, didn't you have the other eye?
Yeah, but I couldn't focus on anything because it was so painful.
Oh. Hello, Time Pool. You forgot to change your new YouTube avatar to your new logo? Well, I don't really know how to do that, but I'm sure you'll manage. How have you been? So that was the first week, and then the next week you were
Working, trying to get this book ready because we only have 2 weeks to get this book completely finished.
Well, I don't know. What are you missing?
Art.
Okay, but what are you missing that you do?
Oh, world maps, ship
there
deck plans, all the graphics, everything that makes the book look pretty, with the exception of your art, which just makes it look spectacular.
Oh, you sweet talker, you. You sweet talker, you. And that brings us to what we're going to be doing today, because today is going to be a very interesting afternoon. We're not going to be creating that, bone-chilling, beautifully rendered, incredibly mind-blowing art that I normally do, humbly do. Today we're going to be making believe we are Boo, the character Boo. I'll show you the character Boo. You guys haven't seen Boo. But today we're going to make believe that we are the character Boo, which is on the left side, and we are going to be creating the doodles and sketches that Boo does in her sketchbook, because the character Boo loves to sketch. So we're going to be making those. We're going to be making the different doodles and sketches that would go in the book. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to have a lot of laughs. It's going to be a good time, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So it's not going to be like super complex art day. Today is going to be more like super fun, relaxed, chill. Let's have a laugh day.
Love those days.
I just call it Tuesday. But anyway, let's get.
Reminds me of the Street Fighter movie.
That's what I was quoting.
Okay.
That's what I was going, because I know it's not Tuesday. I know it is. I know, as a matter of fact, that it is. That it is Wednesday, but Bison just calls it Tuesday. So okay, wait. Let me. Which one are we gonna use?
So we can't see your pad at the moment. Really
Oh, I'm not doing anything yet. But that is. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, here we are. And okay, so let me choose first what brush we're gonna use. I'm gonna go with let's go with something that looks like a marker.
Wow, there is a 15-second lag between us talking and what I see on my screen on YouTube.
Yeah, it's that's probably one of the only things I don't like about it. That there's that it's quite laggy. I guess I can actually change that, but I don't know what it means. Like, I can change the latency, but I would have to look at, because I've never really looked into that, like what it means. So I would have to kind of look up what it means to have low latency, high latency. Right now we are in normal latency, and I can change that, but I would need to look it up. Okay. No, I'm looking for just a nice brush to use today. That isn't gonna be like super heavy. I kind of like this one. Give it a little bit of texture. It's nice. Okay, wait. How big did I make this image? Not that big. which is not that bad. Okay, let's leave this at 75. I think that should be our target size. So we're gonna use this color with this brush at 75. Okay. So here we go, and this is a full format page. So what are we starting off with today?
So the first diary entry is on the planet Pimane, which is the one that is on the cover.
Oh yeah, I hate that planet.
So Boo's diary says, Pimane is a large world. Embla says it isn't, but I looked out of the viewports as we made our landing, and it seems pretty big to me. While other worlds are crowded with people, this one is not. It has wide open empty spaces. In fact, that's all it has. But in those wide empty spaces are mountains, canyons, enormous craters the size of whole mushrooms, rocks and dust. So many rocks, so much dust. It is beautiful. Pimane has many colors. Embla says it's just brown, 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 brown. But so many shades of brown. Some are reddish, some orange, some dark, some light. Embla says the differences mean there are different metals here. She says the reddish areas are rich in iron, a core element that all species use to make things from. There's no air, and there's no water. Well, Embla says there is water, but it's frozen so hard that it's like rock. I wonder at how this entire world has been here for billions of years and that no Sophont feet have set foot on almost all of it. How lonely you are, Pimane. I miss Captain Prig. She would have known what to do here. We had become Teofelm. Captain Prig, Anan, Embla and I, a family. Whereas now it's just us two. It seems different now without the two big ones to keep us safe, and I just hope the Imperium does not catch up to us. There does not seem to be much in the way of passing ships, and I wonder how the people who live here manage to survive. They live underground with just their rooftops peeking above the surface, and most of those don't even have windows. The people in the town are rude. I can tell they don't like us much. Maybe Embla said something to them. I don't know. Luckily, some of the younger folk are talking to us, albeit somewhat guardedly. And that is the very first entry, and I believe it's the longest one.
Okay, let's see what we have.
So the first thing that pops into the head here would maybe be the only sketch she does of the old crew. Her, Embla, Captain Prig, and Anan. Anan's a Vargir, Captain Prig is a human.
But Captain Prig is not there.
No, but it's like saying farewell to their friends, because they dropped them off.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Oh, we're going for the whole planet thing now.
Well, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes.
Because the book has the emphasis on Boo and Embla, it would be nice to see a lot of sketches of them too.
Oh yeah. That's the plan. Let's see if this one works out. So here's a mountain. So the captain and the human captain and the Vargir, they dropped them off on the
rocky, desolate world.
No. But the ship that they dropped them off on.
Oh, it was a Harrier, which I don't have. I can't send you reference because I don't have any on my home computer.
No, but this is. I mean, we don't really need to be very precise since it's, after all, how Boo would sketch it out.
The Harrier. How to explain what a Harrier looks like? You know what? If you want to put an image of ships in there, I'm going to have to send you references.
I don't. Well, no. Let's wait. Let's do something fun. Let me finish up here sketching out. She has to have a nice kind of spacesuit. So, how has your week been?
My week's been so busy laying out this book, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of been taking up all my time.
So nothing new this week?
Let me think. I bought a computer game.
Oh, which one?
It's kind of an indie game. It's called Trigon.
Trigon. No,
Have you ever
I-
played FTL? Faster
Yes,
Than
I have.
Light? It's like that, but much better graphics.
Oh, because I liked FTL. I was always kind of disappointed by the look. You know,
See, that's why I got it, because I liked FTL as well.
because as an art, like people are always saying like gameplay first, but you know, as an artist, I'm kind of like, oh, come on, man. I remember the video game company that I used to work at, like I would always have, well, not arguments, but it was always like when talking to the programmers and the engineers and stuff like that, they whenever we would talk about the art, they would always like just flat out say like, I don't care what the game looks like. Come on, man. don't be that way. So, Trigon. How do you spell that?
Trigon. Trigon.
Well, that's very clear. Trigon Space Sword.
That's it.
Let's see. It is basically FTL with good graphics. And so far you've liked it?
I like it. It is tough though. It's not an easy game.
Well, okay, so what I wanted to, my original idea was to have, wait, okay, so we have mountains, we have the homes, like, peeking out of the ground. What else did we have on the planet? The canyons, there's the canyon. What else did we have on this planet?
It's mostly just rocks.
Okay, so my idea was to make like the ship up here. So here's what we're gonna do. I want you to help me draw the ship by just describing it to me, and that'll make it like even funnier.
Okay.
So,
All right. Okay, so it has a long, thin body with forward-facing wings at the back end of it. The front of it is a bit like a Mapepire ship. Do you remember that one? So it's kind of pointed, but not like sharp.
okay. So let me know in about half an hour when you see it.
The nose needs to be a bit pointier than that. Oh yeah, there you go.
Nap class, hello.
What you've drawn there is pretty much... Oh, the wings need to be forward facing. They're backwards facing at the moment.
Oh, like this. that?
When I see it.
Nat class, how are you? How was your weekend?
Pretty much. I mean, you can bring the wings. You can make the wings a little narrower.
Never. Oh, okay. I think I.
And make the tips of the wings a bit flat, like square. You know what? I'm going to see if I can find an image.
Oh, you didn't like our exercise?
You almost got it.
Well, then I'm almost happy.
All right, hold on.
How was my weekend? I worked. I worked this weekend. And I went to the movies. I worked and I went to the movies. Oh, and I went to my parents are visiting, so I went to see them.
Check your Discord.
Oh, we got it. That's the ship. We got it. It was very unnecessary. Okay, and so you told me that the captain and the other crew member are okay. So a human.
So the captain is a human.
Okay.
And
describe her.
She's grungy, dirty, messy pirate type.
This weekend I saw what we saw, Pew and me. We saw Everything Everywhere All at Once. And wow, what a movie.
I love these sketches.
And so the other crew member is a Vargir.
A Vargir, yes. Gun-totting, military-like Vargir.
But does she like him?
Oh yeah, she loves them both.
Oh, okay.
They left of their own accord. They chose to.
Yes, yeah, but well, I don't think Everything Everywhere All at Once is like in theaters over there, because I think the movie is a little bit older than that, you know. Like if I'm not mistaken, the movie's like from several months ago or something like that. But we just got it here, and wow, absolutely watch it. Okay. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a very as a movie it's very difficult to explain, because as far as movies go, it's it starts out like kind of like a sci-fi comedy. Like you start out thinking it's going to be a sci-fi comedy, and then
Oh,
yes.
one thing is we're probably not going to need color in these.
Oh, okay. You start out thinking that it's going to be like a sci-fi comedy, and as the movie progresses, it becomes very obvious that it's at a certain point it feels like it's an action martial arts comedy with sci-fi touches, but towards the end it becomes like a sci-fi drama, and the movie gets very emotional. Like the movie is like a very, very interesting emotional roller coaster, because at one moment you are feeling that the movie is just like making you laugh. At the next moment, the movie is touching very, very close to home for some people. The movie can make you cry. Like, the movie can totally legit make you cry. The movie touches on issues of family expectations, depression, and in the end, like, the whole movie is like about those topics. It's a really, really difficult movie to explain, and just I would just recommend, it's not really, it doesn't really do it justice to explain it. I would say just go watch it, or watch it wherever you can. Okay, so what about this image? What are we missing in this image?
This is perfect.
Okay.
No,
great.
this is perfect as it is.
Right. Let's just add a few stars. We need some stars.
I told you these would be fast.
Well, thank you, but okay, this is in. Wait.
We got 12 to get through. So.
Yeah. No. But I'm just making sure that I have. This is thin gouache brush. Okay, and this we lock down. Okay, I'm gonna label as 01. Wait a minute, music's out. Let's go with this. And okay, here we are. We are back. Oh, I think I removed the webcam. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's gonna be Doodle 1. Okay, let's go with Doodle 2. What do we got?
Righty. Chapter 2 is a planet called Mora. And Boo's diary says, while Permain wasn't particularly exciting, I am looking forward to Mora. I wonder too how the people of Permain have managed to live there for so long, despite the obvious difficulties they face. The crew we picked up suggested Mora has the easiest first stop, where we should be able to pick up better supplies for the remainder of our journey, wherever that may lead us. The last few weeks of travel have been rather calm. I spent most of my time drawing and listening to Embla attempting to play her hurdy-gurdy. She's gotten better, though for the first few days, our new crew were less than enamored by her out-of-tune renditions of popular songs. As for my illustration work, they have benefited tremendously from using the computer's holographic image display to place virtual life-drawing models before me in the bridge. However, the ship's new astrogator, June Dami, has been none too pleased a few times, reporting to her station to find a nude model of one species or another in a pose that best exemplifies their physiological capabilities. I hope I have not embarrassed her. We're close to Mora now, and I have picked up their comm signals, including access to the holovid airwaves, meaning we have far better sources of entertainment than before. Thank goodness there was no recordings to be had at Permain, and the ones stored on the ship's computer were horribly out of date.
Okay, but before, Pamplona, hello! How are you, man? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing? What have you been up to? Okay, and as for the doodle, okay, let's see.
We could have the astrogator being horrified at a holographic display of a nude model, with Boo looking a bit embarrassed about it. If that's possible in a doodle. We could have Embla playing the hurdy-gurdy badly, and Boo clutching her head.
huh? Okay, so...
I love this.
This is a very interesting change of pace. So, and this would be... okay, and for the nude projection, we should have... okay, wait, I do have an idea. Let's see.
Obviously, we can't show parts, but a little censored.
Trying to remember. Give me a sec. How would Boo draw? That. This is a lot of fun. Since these are all Boo's sketches, what if we like added like... But wait, Boo wouldn't write in these letters. Boo would have a drawing signature.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, wait. Give me a second. Wait, I'll just put that sketch there. Let me know if that one works for you. Oh, wait, she doesn't have wings. She needs wings. Don't let me forget the wings. It's easy, since she has like a tail and stuff like that. It's very easy to sometimes forget stuff like the wings. You know.
She has quite big wings as well.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. You know, but they kind of look funnier when you draw them funny, when you draw them small. So yeah. But don't let me forget the wings, because it's very, very easy to. So, if I recall correctly, amongst the drawing symbols, we had a symbol for drawing.
Yes, we did.
Now, if that drawing... Okay, we have... okay, there's the symbol for drawing. And so, the symbol for drawing that would be Boo... What would that be? Okay, let's think about that later. Because I was thinking it would be funny if Boo like signed her images. She's an artist. I'm glad they make you happy, Nat class. Okay, let's go. Next. Ah, shit. Okay, sorry. Okay, next one.
Okay, let me just get to it. Sorry, I didn't scroll down. Okay, chapter 3 is a planet called Edenelt. And normally Boo's at the beginning of the chapter, but she's not in this chapter, so I'm just trying to find her diary entry. Right, it's right at the right at the back. Boo's diary. Now that the ship is finally outfitted properly, I don't see how Embla will convince me to leave. The people in the Panacea shop were very kind, even going so far as to give us snacks whilst we looked around. Edenelt does raise the question of how they afford so much platinum. However, I wonder how much of it is fake. We are heading to Glisten, per my request, as the Planetological Institute there is said to be incredible. At least for the next 3 weeks, I'll be able to rest peacefully. Embla has decided to attempt to learn more complicated songs, but the screeching is becoming unbearable. The only thing the designers of Edenelt could do to make their contragrav bubble better is to add a built-in auto chef. So this is the one where she's in the bubble. So Edenelt is like it's a very rich world and it sells lots of luxury items. Okay. And she ended up getting her little bubble, which is like a floaty bed that has got a bubble, a very, very see-through, barely there bubble.
Yeah. Like we have the. Okay, so we do have the sketch. So the thing is, I suppose we shouldn't make an image of.
Yeah, we should try and avoid making the image like
because we already have this one. Although we have to edit this one, but we're not gonna make this image again, right? Like that would be a little bit redundant. So
yeah,
we don't want. But you did say that they gave her a lot of snacks.
Yes, lots of snacks while they were perusing the shops.
And okay, so what about if we do this? Okay, let's see. We're gonna make the bed with the grav bubble. And I'm gonna make Boo eating in it.
Sounds good. So the bubble comes out of the base.
So from here.
Give me 15 seconds and I'll tell you if you're right. Yeah, that roughly.
Roughly?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, yeah, because I have to do a detailed version of this one for the actual illustration.
Yep, that looks great.
Okay. And Boo is eating, I don't know, let's make her eating. Whatever she's eating, it's balls of something. And Embla, so you said that the coin was fake?
There's a lot of platinum and rich metals on that world, and Boo did wonder how much of it was fake money. It's cool. Embla should always look perpetually either no emotion or a bit annoyed.
Oh yeah, that one.
And Boo should almost constantly look chipper and cheerful and happy and excited about things.
Okay, there we go. That would be 3. Okay. Okay. So, next one.
Right, so chapter 4, there's no Boo diaries, but I think chapter 5 has 2.
Okay.
So, the first one from chapter 5 says, so Glisten was wonderful, which was the previous chapter. I wonder how many of the people there realize how remarkable their research is. We are headed to Meyer, and I can't wait to see the gardens. Someone at Glips said it was unusual for a garden world, but that it was well worth a visit. Hopefully I can help him with his research in paleoclimatology. He expressed it was of utmost importance. The ship has been rattling a little recently. I'm not entirely sure why. Hopefully the people on Meyer are as wonderful as those we left behind on Glisten. Well, it appears as though we have either reached Meyer 2 weeks early or something has gone wrong, and judging by the amount of concern-looking port officials...
Let's cut it there, because then...
Yeah.
So this is before they arrive, and the other one is... So...
No. That's all one... That's one diary entry.
Oh, no, but I mean so we can get 2 images out of it.
There's going to be another diary entry. So
okay. So
if we do like
continue.
something on this one, if we do something like the ship rattling or
okay, so there's another diary entry after this one. Okay.
Yes.
I thought we were just going to have to divide this one in 2. Okay.
This diary entry has been split into 2, so we can put the doodle in the middle.
Okay, so continue until the end of the second part of the first part.
So
of the first part.
So the first part, the ship has been rattling a little recently, but I'm not entirely sure why. Hopefully the people on Meyer are as wonderful as those left behind in Glisten. And then there's a gap. And then at the bottom of the diary entry, it says, well, it appears as though we have either reached Meyer 2 weeks early or something has gone wrong. And judging by the amount of...
So let's, okay, so what about Glisten? Tell me about Glisten.
So Glisten, let me have a look. Lots of research studies.
So I heard something about
scholars.
A garden planet.
Yeah, that's the next one.
Oh, that's the next one. Okay.
So Glisten was the previous one, and in that in that chapter, there's 2 Embla diary entries. So in the next one, after Glisten, we have 2 Boo diary entries.
Okay. So the first one was that you just read.
Yes, that's the first diary entry.
Okay, what can we drop in that?
Probably the ship rattling or something. At this point, they've got a Morava class far trader like on the cover.
Okay, there we go. So, okay. So, what's everybody up to? Okay, in case anybody just arrived and is wondering, what we're doing today is very, very different from what we normally do. Because what we're doing today is we've been illustrating Boo and Embla's guide to starports. But Boo, the character, has like a diary that she sketches in all the time. So we thought it would be, like very fun to sort of make those to make the sketches that Boo would make in her diary. So that's what we're doing today, and we thought it would be a lot of fun to kind of do live because it's very, very different from what I normally make. You know, we're normally making art that's like much more rendered and stuff like that, and here we are making sort of doodles and sketches and stuff like that for the book. So yeah, we thought this would be fun to sort of do. Working on UX for a client. I saw that you mentioned in the Discord time pool that you were gonna post the Dark Crystal website, which, by the way, congratulations on that. But I'm also very curious to see it. Okay, did I get the Marava right, or should I open the reference?
No, that looks great.
Okay.
Best doodle of a Marava I've ever seen.
You see a lot of them?
Well, the only doodle of a Marava I've ever seen.
Like, give me your false flattery. Okay, that could be the ship rattling. How about that?
That's pretty cool.
Wait.
We could put like some put words or something like that. I'm trying to avoid like written stuff. Yeah. Because it kind of, I don't know how the rules are in Traveler, but in Sci-Fi it always kind of takes me out when they write in English. So like in Star Wars, like in Star Wars, sometimes when like English shows up, and I'm just like, really? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we spoke English. Kind of the same thing that happened in Solo when Han tells the guy like, I'm flying alone. So he goes, oh, you're a solo. I'm like, oh great, you got Spanish in a galaxy far, far away a long time ago. Awesome. Yeah, same thing as with Doctor Strange and the Other Dimension, where everybody spoke Spanish. Like, oh, great to know that there's just a dimension for Spanish. Okay, so we good with this one, or?
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay, so that would be okay, and the next one would be.
So they misjumped and they ended up on a planet called Flammarion. And Boo's diary says, well, the good news is that we have found a place to refuel and prepare for a jump. It appears we have lost the ships chasing us too. Oh yeah, they were apparently being chased. Embla has refused to talk to me today, though I don't think it was my fault. The guards caught me. How she managed to sneak past a security checkpoint and I did not still confuses me. What with her being at least 3 times my height, I read somewhere that her species is adept at sensory processing, so maybe she heard or saw something I did not. The pilot and the astrogator also seemed to be agitated. I had assumed they were accustomed to being on the run from the Imperium. Perhaps everyone has not had similar experiences as Embla and I. Either way, we are on the way to Mire now. so we may at least see the gardens that I've heard so much about. We certainly won't be making our way back along this route. I can't imagine that we've made fast friends of the guards on Flammarion.
Okay. So
she must.
So I'm interested in the part where they're sneaking around. She gets caught, but Embla didn't. Like, what happened there?
I think the guards got her, and she was processed or something.
Okay.
So it says here, port authorities at Flammarion are vigilant, and while passing through a security checkpoint without any restricted items is a relatively easy affair, it can take 1d times 5 minutes to do so. Therefore, travelers who are in a rush may find sneaking past them more beneficial.
Okay, let's see if I can...
So she was obviously caught trying to sneak past. I haven't actually had time to read everything yet, so...
No, wait.
I can see this is going to be a good one.
Back we go.
Don't forget the wings, yeah. This guy a helmet. And go. I was gonna dress her up like a ninja, but then I figured, you know, let's keep it. Like, I haven't seen any ninjas in the Traveler universe, so. Okay, there we go. Awesome.
Okay.
So next up we have Meyer and Boo's diary entries at the end of that chapter. It says the facility was intriguing to say the least. Some of the research being done there is almost incomprehensible to me, and I can't understand even the simplest of diagrams they had drawn. I'm not sure how that little piece will aid them in progressing their knowledge of jump drives, but at least we are not being chased from this planet. I think we will return to Meyer at some point. At least I hope so. Greenery seems to be Embla's favourite, her people having come from the forested area of Verhalans. So, we could have some sort of incomprehensible diagram with a scientist and Boo looking confused.
Do we later on revisit the idea of Embla surrounded by greenery and such?
No, this is the only time, I think.
Okay, because that makes a funny image.
Okie dokie.
But let's see. Wait.
The funnier with these doodles, the funnier the better. And it doesn't necessarily need to tie in with the diary entry. It could be just a random doodle that she did in her diary. We could make stuff up. I mean, obviously,
I'm gonna make
if it matches the diary, then
with the greenery.
Done a lot in my life. It's been ups and downs. You know, like I've done big shows, I've done small shows. I've traveled so much. I've learned a lot along the way.
basically they visited the gardens there.
So I don't have no time. I don't even have a minute to waste. I feel like every second of my life now, I've got to find a way to keep motivating people before it's too late.
So we have a sort of floral arrangement emblem. Wait. I'm gonna separate this from this, just in case. Wait, what? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so we got that, and we got Embla covered in flowers. Okay. Okay, how about that?
Give me 15 seconds, but it looks awesome from where I'm looking so far.
Okay. Okay. Hit me.
Okay, chapter 7. They've headed to a planet called Gram.
Right.
The ships that chased us from Flammarion would have had no issue subduing us had they caught up to us. And despite the fact she claims they are functional enough, Embla's weapons do little to inspire confidence in her defensive capabilities. I cannot continue to save her when she gets into dangerous situations, so I've demanded she buy more reasonable equipment. It is for this reason I have suggested Gram. It is not so far away from Mire as to be an inconvenient stop, and I've heard the ships and weapons they make are something to behold. We are entering the Sword Worlds, which seems to alarm the crew a bit, but as long as we present ourselves as neutral, we should hopefully be alright. After all, Embla and I are about as foreign as one can be to the region. Clearly, we side with no one in whatever conflict exists. It occurred to me to tell them that we had to flee Imperial space, but Embla said that that would be unwise. Doubtless there are bounty hunters who would not care one bit whose side we're on, but who would be glad to collect the bounty for our heads, should such a bounty exist. Maybe I'm overthinking it. 2 little aliens don't pose that much of a threat to the Great Imperium. Or do we?
I kind of went ahead with the idea I had.
I got that image from The Mask where he pulls out loads and loads of weapons from his pockets.
Yeah. I remember that. I used to love that movie. Haven't seen it in a while though. I guess I would still love it. This weekend we saw Sonic 2.
Was that any good?
It's good. No, it's good. It's good. It's fun, but the movie is, and what I'm gonna say is gonna be weird because the movie is way more for kids than the first one, which would make somebody think like, well, the first movie was for kids. Yes, but the second movie is way more difficult to enjoy as an adult.
Really?
Yeah, not because I've lost any of my childhood fantasy or anything like that. It's simply way this. Okay, it's just funny to say because we're talking about a Sonic movie, right? Like we're not talking about like of course it's a movie for kids, and it's weird that I but the second movie is way dumber than the first in a way that just makes it very, very obvious that this is a movie for kids and that its message is for kids. The inclusion of Tails in the movie. So the whole movie has like this whole section dedicated to Sonic and Tails basically exposing the many benefits of being friends and stuff like that. And again, the first movie had that message too. The first movie is all about like accepting who you are and stuff like that. The second movie is kind of like about making friends. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. But it's very, very difficult to kind of enjoy some of like the more childish stuff that the movie has. Like for example, Dr. Robotnik in the first movie is over the top. Dr. Robotnik in the second movie is like that times 100. Like he is way more over the top. And then in the
Is it still Jim Carrey?
Yes. But in the first movie, it was like Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey, but he kind of gave off the vibe of being more like a character that isn't very self-aware, like, you know, that Dr. Robotnik just thinks he's... No. I liked it. I liked it, Matt Class. I enjoyed it. But it does feel a lot more childish than the first one. The first one having been childish as well. Dr. Robotnik in the first one feels like he's Jim Carrey, acting like Jim Carrey, but at the same time, he kind of feels like he's just a guy that isn't very self-aware, that he just, like... In the second one, it just goes way too far, like, in that direction. Overall, I didn't mind those things. The only thing I really minded about the movie is that... And this kind of goes with O's reviews of things, and it's that the entire movie, Sonic is constantly forgetting that he can go fast. Like, not like in a way that the movie's not aware of it. But most of the things that happen to Sonic in the movie could be solved by just Sonic using the power that he has, which is the power of speed. So the movie constantly has Sonic and Tails getting into issues that would be easily solved if Sonic just went fast. Like that's it. Like, so Sonic throughout the entire movie is constantly like getting into trouble and eventually going fast, but never like does he remember to do it before he gets into trouble. The other little thing that the movie has, which by the way I'm not a Sonic expert, so I don't know, is both Tails and Knuckles seem to be able, whenever it's convenient, mind you, whenever it's convenient, but both oh look, nice, spamtastic. Oh, that's oh wow. Why would I be interested in cheap sex though? Like, you know, like why would cheap sex be okay? How do I deal with this? We never had this happen in. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. We report them, and that is, I suppose that classifies as pornography. Report. Oh shit! But they don't remove it. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove it. Okay, we remove it. Wait, I can't remove it anymore? Oh, no, I already removed it. Okay. We removed it, and we removed it. Okay, so now it's been reported and moved. Do we get moderators in this thing? Let's see. Oh, check it out. Nat Class, I just made you a moderator. See, your power extends beyond the... So like Knuckles and Tails seem to be able to go just as fast as Sonic whenever it's convenient. And so that was kind of annoying. the moment that me and Pew we were watching and we went like, oh yeah, this definitely feels like it's more for kids. Is well, it's kind of a spoiler, but whatever. Cover your ears if you don't want a spoiler for Sonic 2. By the way, Sonic wins. There's this part where they go to like a Russian area or something, and that they have to like get the locals to kind of help them, and so the locals are getting aggressive with them, and they're gonna throw them into a fire. And Tails figures out that the way they solve problems in that area, which is like, I don't know, some snowy region in Russia, is it's not Russia, by the way. It's just like Russian-like. And Tails figures out that the way they solve problems there is by having a dance-off. So there's this whole part of the movie, like a long, like there's this whole scene in the movie that is Sonic and Tails dancing, dancing with a bunch of like sort of Russian people. It's just like, oh, okay. Pew, you're asking what happened here? Why? What do you see? A Eastern European country. Yes, exactly. So overall, you can kind of just turn off your brain and have fun with it. But I don't think it's even remotely close to being as good as the first one was, which was very, very good. This second one is like, oh, okay, this one definitely has a more kiddie feel to it. So, how are we feeling about this image?
This is looking good. I love that bomb on the head.
Okay.
Do you think we could get like in the foreground maybe just a close up of Boo's head with a big smile, maybe her mouth open with a little thumbs up? Would that be possible?
Yeah.
You've lost your camera, by the way.
Oh, it happens each time I hit the 0 on my keyboard.
So like looking at the camera.
Oh wait, okay. Because what I'm gonna put her next to her because I don't want Boo to kind of have unlocked perspective within her skills yet, because that
Okay.
immediately brings with it a bunch of other issues when we are as we draw. Yeah, so overall, I do recommend the Sonic movie, but like only if you are, first of all, really into Sonic, and second, if you enjoyed the first movie. Do keep in mind that you will have to bring even less of a brain than what you brought for the first movie. But the best thing about this movie, by far, is Idris Elba as Knuckles. That is just the best. Like, that is just the absolute best. and Knuckles himself, once he kind of saw, like at the beginning when he's like warrior Knuckles, like super serious and all that kind of stuff, he's fun. But later on, when he becomes like, when they all become friends, Knuckles is just amazing. he's a lot of fun, and it's Idris Elba. So okay, next one.
Next one, Chapter 8, Villis. Villis seems a reasonable place to stop. Our food stores are running low thanks to Embla's insatiable hunger. She seems to eat 6 meals a day, something that is not conducive to a well-stocked cargo hold. Chief Sergeant Matilda mentioned Villis as a restaurant hub and suggested we make a stop there. Not quite sure how Villis is any more of a food destination than any other world. Everyone's got to eat, right? But I'll go along. Matilda also mentioned that if we were not fond of large groups of people, we should avoid Villis. It's got 8 billion people and not a lot of habitable land. So things get a little crowded in the cities. Hopefully I can just sit on Embla's shoulder and she can walk me through the starport, as my wings often get in the way in crowded places such as this. So Villis is a big food court place that they visit in order to get food. And it's a lot of like fast food type eateries. So you have things like the Imperium Burger and the Flamin' Abristia Burrito, the char-grilled Creedle Dog, seaweed fries. Yeah, it's a lot of fast food, and there's some stalls that even sell food substitutes in like pill form.
Sounds like
a meal in a wafer or chow pills.
Sounds like a great place for me. No, not I we've been eating healthier this month. It's been all right. It's been all right. You know, we've been kind of doing the whole get healthy thing this month, and we've gotten some results. It's been going well.
Nice.
So although I would definitely like this image here is making me want all sorts of food. And I'm not even making it look delicious. It's just okay. still have fast food in the future.
Oh, yes.
Is there any fast food in Star Trek?
It's all food replicators in Star Trek, isn't it? So.
Well, yeah, no, I'm asking because I don't watch Star Trek, so.
Well, in Star Trek, they have what they call a food replicator, which is like a machine that just produces any food you want, and it'll make it taste like what you want it to taste, but it's always healthy or something to that effect.
Oh.
It gives you just the amount of nutrition you need.
Looking forward to the 4th of July here. Look, even if I ain't celebrating the country, I will take an opportunity for good food. Okay, there we go.
Don't forget the wings.
Yeah, you'll see them in a while. They will be there. You'll see them in a bit. Okay, what next?
Chapter 9. A world called Arden. Exploring a world with a paid government is not top of my list of priorities, but I suppose it's better than visiting another place like Permain. Luckily, Embla has noticed my peaking mood thanks to my swanky new mood jacket, and has been especially nice to me over the past week. I've been learning how to cook Vicilian pancakes, though as of yet they mostly come out charred and a bit misshapen. We finally approached the end of a period of study into engineering, so may now actually be able to open doors or even perhaps fix a system if it breaks. I focused primarily on power systems so far. Fusion plants are fascinating. Luckily for me, that my Taya film focused on mathematics, so it wasn't that difficult to pick up with a little devoted study time. Next goal is to become competent in the operation of jump drives. If I could learn to do that, and Embla learns more about astrogation, we could travel forever, no matter who stays on as our crew. Okay. I'm envisioning Boo in a chef's hat with burnt pancakes here.
Actually, I was gonna go for something like that, so. Ghost Kitchen in town that sells these fantastic mozzarella stick burgers that you dip in marinara sauce. Sounds nice. Okay, this music got annoying. Okay. And I'm gonna give her her beautiful jacket too.
The fancy hat. Every time I see that image of Boo, I just get that Firefly quote in my head. By my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you.
Wait, I'll show them what image you're talking about. That would be clothing. Yeah, so. Yeah. Okay, we can close this one too, and we can close this one too. Here. Okay. There we go. And wait. I was gonna do a little. Yeah. Ended up not looking like what I needed it to. And it's a little skewed. There we go. Okay, number 10.
Number 10 is called Quar. Now, I pre-read this one, and I've got a good idea for something, because this is going to be a difficult one to find something to do for. But
Okay.
I have heard stories of Quar, a world that has been passed back and forth between the consulate and the Imperium. I did not think the differences would be so apparent, but you can see the presence of each empire from outside the starport. Old structures from times past, split by a modern terminal. Somehow the modern section, though larger, lacks the appeal of the old Zodani and Imperial sections, most of which show the past styles of their respective empires. Both are still functioning, but their innards have been gutted and refitted with more current technology. Most visiting ships, including our own, land at the main terminal. I didn't actually see anyone land at either of the old terminals, but I'm told that ships do from time to time. It isn't easy to tell which of the old terminals came first, though a quick foray into history shows that Quar was the site of a Zodani colony long ago, then taken over by Imperials who developed a thriving industrial settlement after centuries of habitation, only to see it lost to the Zodani during the Third Frontier War. It is an odd world for two major powers to fight over. Its resources are subpar, and there's no planetoid belt in the system. There must be some reason that it has become such an important place, a world where two rival empires can coexist without conflict. For now. So the idea I had was a picture of Boo with a flag in each hand. One flag is the Zodani symbol and the other flag is the Imperial symbol.
Yeah.
Just something simple like
that. So
that.
you have to guide me through the symbols, but...
So if you go to... right, so the Imperial sunburst looks like the symbol that is used for Traveler a lot. If you go to the Traveler wiki, you'll see it right there.
Okay. Wiki. And okay, that's just a song.
Pretty much.
Okay. And what about the Zodani?
So now that you're in Traveler Wiki, if you type in Zodani, their symbol is like a 3-leaf clover type thing.
Okay. I'll just type in Zoldani. Ah, that's... Flags are so boring.
I know, right?
I am not fond of flags.
Yeah, me neither.
There we go. And does she favor any of these, or
No,
No.
she's completely ambivalent to both. Although the Imperium have been chasing her. So, you know.
yeah? I'm guessing the Zoldani would chase her too if she...
Oh, yeah, probably.
There we go. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
That's 10.
Chapter 11. We've all, this planet's called Jewel, by the way.
Jewel.
Yeah. We've only been on Jewel for a week, and we might not be here much longer. Embla somehow managed to insult one of the locals when she mentioned how nice the Zodani seemed to be on Quar. They don't like the Zodani much on Jewel. In fact, most Jewelians refer to the Zodani as Joes. And the way they say it, I don't think it's meant to be a compliment. Embla seemed unfazed by our bad start and has been fond of exploring Jewel's many cities. I'm not sure I see the point. Sealed off from the filthy air outside, poisoned by the world's active volcanoes and industrial pollutants, their cities all look the same to me. And I'm a droid. We wrote the book on consistency and sameness. For all that, their dirty, blocky brown cities lacking aesthetic character, I will say this. The people are, by and large, friendly and talkative. Even though we're both alien to most of them, we keep running into people who want to know where we came from, what we've been doing, and what we think of their world. I guess as long as Embla doesn't mention how much she likes the Zodani again, we might even get to stay a while. It's a bit of a toughie, isn't it?
Nah, not really.
What do you have in mind?
Well, let's see. When you're doing these kind of doodles, it's very easy to kind of... So the way you do these doodles is you basically gotta loosen up and just sort of let go of any sort of need of making things well or polished or anything like that. But then you have to make sure that you don't like go overboard and ruin, you know, the fundamental aspects of the art that you can't, you know, that you can't just break. You have to, you know, the lines have to read, the things have to be understood, stuff like that. So when you do these images, it's like a constant exercise of turn your brain off, turn your brain on, turn your brain off, turn your brain on. It is. It is. I like this exercise. It's also fun because it's like a nice, relaxing change. You know, from how I normally draw. But yeah, it is also very, very important to sort of be able to just turn your brain off whenever you need to.
They mad at her?
Yeah, you said that they were getting angry at her because she likes the
Oh,
Sudan.
yeah, but most people are actually intrigued by them.
Oh.
It's only when Embla mentioned just the once about the Zodani being so nice that the people didn't like them. But most of the people are intrigued by them, asking them many things like where they're from, do they like their place? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
People, it says here, the people are by and large friendly and talkative, even though
Yeah,
they're both aliens.
when I heard
most of
that
them.
part, I thought it was more like Boo's point of view, that like that, you know, people were just talkative. I kind of interpreted it in a different way. I interpreted more like that they didn't like them being that, because when, you know, when like that they were constantly asking like, where are you from, and like and what are you doing here and stuff like that, and Boo just interpreted it as like, oh, they're so nice, they want to know where we're from.
Maybe I haven't actually read the rest of that thing, so you maybe he's.
Well, there we go. There's Boo and Embla talking to people, and the people are now more intrigued than they are angry.
You got to remember, because it's Boo's diary, it's got to be done from her perspective anyway.
And wait. How is the city enclosed?
Yeah, apparently it's lots of active volcanoes and industrial pollutants outside, so their cities are
Like a dome?
kind of
Maybe?
sealed, probably.
Maybe we could do something.
Or very industrial buildings, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Another thing of this exercise that is good for like any artist that wants to try it is the brush. Like I'm using a brush that doesn't allow me to change opacity or caliber or anything like that. I'm basically using a blocky, a very blocky, very dense. Just kind of like using. Basically, the idea is that you have to come up with ways to sort of show what you want to show, even though the brush is not going to let you do all you want to do. Okay, maybe we don't need the dome. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And number 12.
Last one of the book, number 12, is the planet called Regina.
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 Okay.
Let's see. Boo's diary says, it finally happened. The ship broke down on Fort Bolden, and we didn't have the resources to get it up and running again. We had to leave it there, hopefully to come back and revive it at some point. I hope it isn't claimed as salvage by someone. We managed to limp into port and dock it, but there isn't much to Bolden Starport. They told us that they were going to have to move it, and I have no idea where. There isn't much of a port there at all, so I can't imagine what long-term storage looks like. In any case, with a heavy heart, Embla and I bid our farewell to our crew, hopefully to meet them again one day, perhaps to experience another voyage among the stars together. Embla said we have just enough credits to make a middle passage to somewhere. I took a look at the star charts and made the obvious choice. Regina, one of the most hallowed worlds in all the Spinward Marches. Regina has many things going for it, but the most intriguing are several museums in several cities dedicated to the collection of ancient artifacts. I can't wait to see them.
Okay, so the Morava ship
broke down. At least we think it's the Morava ship. Yeah, it's probably the Morava ship.
Well, I hope it is, because I'm about to...
The other option is you could do them like waving goodbye to their fellow crew members.
Oh, that's what I'm doing, actually.
Oh, okay.
But there's gonna be a crashed Morava ship. Like a busted Morava ship in the background.
You could just maybe have the front end of the ship in the ground with a little squiggle coming out of it.
Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, it's kind
as
of...
far as I know, the other crew members were human. And I think there was only like 2 of them. Oh, another bot.
Another. Oh, we got. Okay. What do we do? Oh, wow. Interesting problem here on YouTube. Thank you, NatClass. You'd figure for how for how restrictive YouTube is with censorship and all those kind of things. You figure they would be like, this wouldn't be a problem they have. But then again, it's the same thing with Twitch. Twitch also has the same issue, and they're also very restricted. So, yeah. Whatever.
Just looking at the very last words in the book, and it's Embla's diary. The last sentence says, wherever we go, whatever we do, I'll just be glad to keep on traveling with Boo at my side. Isn't that sweet?
That probably goes with the image I'm gonna be making for the final image.
Yep, the final image comes right after that final line. So we want something a bit mushy, probably.
Yeah.
Because they're like the best of friends.
That one I'm gonna be doing. That one I do on Monday, but I have to send you the sketch by Friday, so I'll let my mushiness. We'll see what our mushiness does.
And it's the largest image in the book.
Oh, it's a full page. Well, half a page, but full page in this book.
Would be nice to see a bit of a close-up of the characters, like posing for something.
What do you mean?
Like Hi from Regina postcard or something like that. And it's like a close-up of those two. Yeah, something like that. Maybe that might be cool. Just a thought.
But wait. For the final image that we're doing right now, or for the final?
No, for the illustration, the full-on illustration.
Okay, wait. Let me check something. Okay, because here we have image 12, and that is that.
That is that, yeah.
Let's go through them in a sec, but wait, let me check something on the specs I got. Because I did see that there was like this description of the final image. I haven't checked it yet because I normally read them when I'm gonna work on them.
Yeah, there was also the idea of them sitting and looking up at the stars, stargazing.
Yeah, I remember
something cute and sweet. That's another possibility.
Okay, wait, I'm opening up.
That would also be a good final image for the book.
Yeah, I remember the image of those two people stargazing. Bella's suggestion was to have them both looking up at the stars. Boo being
that
very
was Bella's
excited and
suggestion,
animated about where they might travel next, perhaps pointing to a star, and Embla maybe facing her, sitting cross-legged on the grass and cracking a slight smile at Boo for the first time in the book. The sky would need to be impressive looking, maybe with the ship just leaving the planet. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Don't make the ship leaving the planet a Morava class. You can make it a regular Far Trader.
So let's check this out. Wait. What message do I have here? Okay. So let's go over the 12 images we did. Then I'm gonna pee.
Okey-dokey.
And then I'm gonna come work on. Okay. So image number 1.
Pemain.
Okay. Image number 2. Image number 3.
I'm not seeing any of them yet.
Yeah. Image number 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. So we got ourselves the 12 images. So what I'm gonna do is, you're probably gonna see these in a sec. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is Epic Samurai Felix. Hello. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go pee and then I'm gonna come back. So I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
And we are back. And I see, hello again, Felix. And Sabrina, my love, how are you? How's the week
Welcome
going? Okay, so we got this image. It's all a PSD. We'll just send you the PSD and you can do with it as you please.
Thank
Now,
you.
we have several options of what we can do in this final hour. We can work on the grav bike image, which has its sketch done and is an image I'll be making tomorrow. So we can wait. Did it not open? Is it?
While you're deciding, I think I'm gonna nip to the loo, so I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Um, so okay, we can either work on this image or we can work on the sketch for the final image. I think I'm gonna work on the sketch for the final image, because this image is pretty much ready for me to just go with the final version of it. So, and yeah, Sabrina, I agree with Aranea's question. How is your new home? Okay. So yeah, let's sketch the final image. Our place is great. The area that it is in, not so much. A little crowded and sketchy, but I'm being picky. If nothing like this, it's nothing like the sketchy of Minneapolis, so we will survive. I haven't been to the beach yet, and it's all I want to do. Okay. Help with an image. Okay, where did you post it? No, wait. This is about the size I need. Big image. So tell us. Wait. Oh, sorry. So tell us about your new home. What's tell us about. Yeah, tell us about your new home. Wait, okay. So yeah. Okay. Let's see what I'm gonna do here. I have an idea. I have an idea. Nat wasn't kidding about spiders here. Really? Tell me more. What happens with spiders and what happens with spiders there?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay. Sec. I decided to pretty much go ahead and sketch out the final image.
Okay. Not going with the one that Bella wanted?
Yes. yes and no.
Yes and no.
It's just that the them on the ground looking to the stars is a little bit something I've seen before.
Okay.
So I'm trying to like go with something and also because, you know, if we want them close up, I'll just kind of, you know, you'll see what I like. We'll see if you like the idea. We'll take it from there.
If she's going to be looking at Boo, maybe like a half smile, smirk.
Oh, yeah,
maybe.
yeah. No, but the idea is that Boo isn't looking at her, so she's kind of smiling without Boo seeing the smile.
Ah, that's good.
So she kind of allows herself a little bit of a smile now that Boo isn't looking. Something like that. Something nice and like softer. Something that just kind of softens up the character a little bit.
Yeah.
And also because the idea of them lying on the floor would kind of go with them being close up, which is another possibility. I might explore it. I'll explore it. So we have options, and you can show them to Bella tomorrow. And
Oh, Bella's off sick at the moment.
oh,
She got the COVID.
ooh, she got the Rona.
Yeah, the Rona.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay. Flip it over.
We've all tested ourselves and nobody else got it.
Well, it's not. Honestly, you know, at this point in time, it's not really a big deal. I mean, it's definitely not fun, and you know, I wish her a speedy recovery. But if she's healthy
She's
and all that
strong
kind of stuff,
and
yeah,
young.
it's not a big deal. Just
She'll
not
be
fun
fine.
for her. They are huge, and there's a lot, and they are fast. It was clear our newly built place was left sitting for a bit because the spiders definitely moved it. I'm gonna guess you said moved in, because if the spiders move the place, then there is a problem. We had to remove a good 10 or so the first day we were here. Our tubs don't drain. Our landlord said it's because they are new and to give it a month to clear up before calling maintenance. Okay. Have you considered maybe just not pooping in the tub? I've heard United Stations do that a lot. Like the new plumbing doesn't drain. I don't know what I think about. Unfortunately, I don't really know much about plumbing to give any thoughts on that issue. No, I don't really know anything about plumbing. Plumbing is definitely a blind spot for me. So I don't know. I suppose maybe, you know, maybe new pipes and stuff can have stuff. I don't know. I guess a lot of construction workers use the tub as a trash dumping site as they are building. So sawdust and other small particles can get trapped down there. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of figure that they would sort of unclog it once they're done with it. For a moment when I started reading, I thought you were gonna say that maybe the construction workers like pooped a lot in it. I'm gonna be like, well, I don't know, you know, never really considered, but yeah, I suppose, you know, construction workers have some, you know, handle some heavy duty poop, so no, that could make sense. But it didn't go there. I think I want to extend. They definitely used our toilet. Sorry for the gross, but there was pee all over the lid. No, you don't have to apologize about that here. You know we're. You know what it's like here. Back to the chat. Welcome back, Pew. So do you guys remember a while back that I showed you guys like an app that I was using for my desktop called Wallpaper Engine that allows you to have like animated desktops on your you know, like as your wallpaper? No? Anybody remember that?
I don't remember that at all. I don't even recall hearing anything about something similar to that.
It's good to know you care, Cat. Whenever you get a little tiny bit of spare time. Oh yeah, I had already actually responded to that. I asked you where you posted it. No, they can move as much as you want. Like, Steam even has a little bit of a problem with that because you can post like entire movies on that. So they even have a piracy problem with that software because some people like just go and post entire movies, and they're like using it to as a way to pirate movies. But anyway, yeah, I love that little bit of software. You know, I love having my animated desktops and stuff like that. And this week I discovered that it also works for mobile. So like if you have the program and you download the app to your phone, you can have the animated desktops on your phone. And I have had I don't think I've ever liked my phone as much as I enjoyed it this week with animated desktops. It's just hey Chad, I have a question. Today in a meeting, we were wondering if people now use more Instagram as a tool for work or because they like to spend time on it. How do you use it? Interesting. Okay. So I am intrigued. Chat, how do you use Instagram?
I avoid it whenever I can.
Thank you for your help. you've been most useful.
Pinnacle of positivity.
Yeah. Thank you. That was some great research. Okay, Felix, I'm gonna quickly go over this because I am on a pretty tight deadline. So so the feet you got here, the one on the left is actually, yeah, it's pretty much, oh, wait, wrong layer. Yeah, so the one on the left is, yeah, I'd say the one on the left is okay. Yeah, it pretty much adjusts more or less there. It's the one on the right that's a little bit of a problem. Basically, don't forget to bring out the, the heel, and then this part to the side. Yeah, this part to the side looks okay. I think the one on the, it's just, his left foot is missing a heel. Give me a second, my cell phone is ringing. Hello? Okay, and there we go. I do highly suggest the spiral method for these kind of things. It's very, very easy to project perspective when you use the spiral method. In case you don't know, the spiral method is when you have something like, for example, a foot or something like that, and the way you know if it adjusts the perspective is that you sort of spiral it out so you can get that volume with it, right? So that's the spiral method. It's only social media I use, really, so I spend a lot of spare time, but I also use it for work. My job uses it for work, but only because they think they have to hit all the social sites. It's the same post across Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok. For example, here I'm using the spiral method so I can get that head in perspective. Separate that head from the rest so I can adjust the placement. join it with. This. Okay. So, Kat, you there?
Yep, still here. Just watching
So-
you draw.
What do you think?
It's looking very cool. I'm guessing she's looking up to the stars. Maybe have a ship flying around in the background.
Yeah, we'll have like the starlit sky and all that kind of stuff in the background.
Does look cool. Love the expressions.
And post feedback. Maybe a little bit less. Okay, we'll adjust those eyes at a later time. Let's get it in the frame. But I'm gonna make another idea though. Hey, Pew. Pew's home.
Welcome home, Pew.
At work, we were trying to target potential clients, students in our case, and we found out that people is using less and less just to post work. Now, that Be Real app looks like a competition. I've never heard of Be Real. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Have you ever heard of Be Real, Cat?
Never heard of it before.
Hello, Pew. How are you? You can.
Hello.
There you go.
You never heard of Be Real?
No, never heard of Be Real.
Is app where where it sends you a notification and you have like 2 minutes to take a photo of you and the place you are and post it. And you cannot see other people post until you post yours. So you don't have time to get ready or organize everything for the photo. It's just put out in the moment.
Hi, Pew.
I really can't see myself using that. Ever.
I've literally only just seen Pew come into the picture.
Did you hear her talk though?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't want to fix her eyes. Well, I don't really know what to say about Be Real. Never even heard of it before now.
Is it one word?
I guess.
So is it like Bereal or Be Real?
Well, I suppose the pronunciation is Be Real because I'm guessing that's what they mean by it. Wait, no, I don't like her face. I like her smile. I like her smile because it's like a half smile and stuff like that, but I need to fix her face. Over.
do like her looking at Boo.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Okay, I think the idea there is more or less clear. But yeah, I think I like the one. I think I liked them before too. At best. No, wait. Oh, okay. But we do need to adjust them. They are, now that I flipped it over, they look weird and out of, they're not level. So, thank Satan for image flip, and let's fix them up. Okay, but I do want to try the other idea. So. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab that and bring it down a little bit. Something like that. Oh, in the week since you've been gone, Kat, I saw Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. What do you think?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I wasn't liking it at first. At first, I wasn't liking it because I wasn't enjoying the way they were portraying Eleven this season.
Is that the first season or the last season?
Wait, when you were binge watching it, were you binge watching the first season?
I've watched the whole 4 seasons, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times now. I like it.
Oh, okay. No, I was watching, this last season.
So the 4th season.
Yeah.
Which was my least favorite of them all,
really?
to be honest.
My least favorite was the 3rd.
I didn't like the fact that they had such a humanoid monster.
Oh, Vecna?
Yeah.
I'm kind of whatever on Vecna in
liked
terms of
it.
the design. Like I could take
I liked it
when
it was when it was monsters and a disembodied overlord.
What I didn't like about Vecna is that it felt like way too much of a stretch. Like in season 1, it makes sense when they decide that the monster is a Demigorgon because it kind of looks like one. So they're playing role-playing games and they just decide, oh look, it's a Demigorgon and it's a bunch of little kids. So it makes sense, right? Like it makes sense that they decide that this is a monster from their game come to life, and it makes sense. In this one, it didn't really make a lot of sense to me that they decided that this monster was Vecna, because it really just felt like we're playing a role-playing game. In the role-playing game, there's a monster called Vecna. Now this monster's Vecna. And it's like, that was quite a leap. 4th is my favorite so far. Can we discuss semi-spoilers? I don't think that there's too much to spoil, is there? I mean, I liked it. I'm enjoying season 4. I wasn't liking it at first, and yeah, sure, let's discuss. I don't care about spoilers. Okay, so we're gonna talk about season 4 of Stranger Things. People in the chat room, if anybody does not want Stranger Things spoiled, then I suppose you need to mute right now. That being said, okay, so my favorite season so far is still season 1.
Yeah, me too.
I am enjoying season 4, but I wasn't enjoying it at first. And the reason I wasn't enjoying it at first is because as much as it makes sense for Eleven to be socially inept, I think
She would have learned some stuff by now.
And I think it just spent way too much time on Eleven just
Teen
not
angst.
really functioning. Well, I don't know if I would call it teen angst.
Because I don't know of any, even when I was at school, people did not act like that when they were,
Well, I've always kind of thought that. I mean, I don't know how it is in the U.S. I didn't go to high school in the U.S. But
Me neither.
I've always thought it's kind of funny how American like U.S. television and movies like deal with high school and stuff like that.
It's just way too much drama.
It's kind of funny to me because it's like, okay, look, I got bullied in high school. I do not have the best memories of high school. But wow, it's like,
I know, right?
like holy crap. But yeah, I mean, I can't fault Stranger Things for that because that's pretty much the way they show these things in every single so yeah, no, so I kind of get that I get that 11 is traumatized. I get that 11 has issues that that are kind of holding her back, and it makes sense to me that she's socially awkward. If you think about it, she hasn't up until now been like in any normal social situation. She grew up in that lab, then she was basically living with her father in a cabin away from everybody, and then she runs away, which I think we just the less we talk about that one, because that one was not good. Like when she runs away and becomes like this rebellious street thug character thing. I don't know. So it makes sense. It makes sense to me that 11 has no social skills and has but I do kind of feel like they went a little bit too far with it. Like at certain times it just feels like 11 doesn't just not function socially. Sometimes it feels like 11 does not function mentally. And I don't mean about being traumatized or suffering from, social anxiety or stuff like that. I mean, it just seems at certain times that 11 is just not a functional human being at a mental level. And I would be okay with that if it weren't for the fact that she has been demonstrated in past seasons to be smart and all those kind of things. There were little details that I liked. I kind of enjoyed that they, that she barely knows how to write. She's not very good with grammar. That kind of stuff, really, really, really sort of made a lot of sense to me in the sense of, the character and how the character works. But when it came to the way she was kind of behaving at times, it was like, wow, okay, this isn't so much a person that's socially awkward. This is more like a person that just not quite. So anyway, I wasn't really enjoying the way they were portraying her very much. But as the season advances and she goes to I forgot what the name of the place they take her to is and all that kind of stuff, and we started to see the story of how 11 grew up and all that kind of stuff. At that point I was sold. I was like, okay, this is working for me now. I'm in with this one. And overall, I'm just enjoying it. Like, yeah, you know, the only thing I don't like really, like that just makes me go like, you know, not really sold, is the design of Vecna, because I think it's, I don't know, as an artist, as a concept artist myself and stuff like that, I'm like, you know, he feels too normal to me. He's just like a wrinkly dude. It makes sense. It makes sense when you think about like who he actually is and how he's, you know. I guess that is a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say who he is. Although I did enjoy that. I thought that reveal of who Vecna is, I thought that was awesome.
You know what I really loved in season 4? I mean, I wasn't a fan of season 4 at all, but I loved the cameo from Robert England.
Oh yeah, that was great. I like that. I like season 4. I think I would say season 4 is my second favorite season after season 1.
Really?
I
Not
love
season 2?
Eddie. I love Eddie. Eddie is awesome. Eddie is my character. I love him. My parents, they're visiting right now, and they brought me as a gift this T-shirt. By the way, it's an awesome T-shirt. Nobody has said anything, and I'm very offended.
I can barely see it on this screen.
They brought me this here. They brought me this T-shirt. So I love this T-shirt. And they brought me a pair of socks. And they brought me a pair of socks that are Hellfire Club socks. So now I have a pair of Hellfire Club socks.
That T-shirt is awesome.
So I have this T-shirt and Hellfire Club socks. So yeah, I like Eddie a lot. I think Eddie is awesome. He's probably like one of my favorite characters in season 4. At first, I was kind of not into the whole. I don't really remember the names of the characters, but even though they are interesting, I don't really remember the name of the characters. But basically, I could just look it up. This would be Stranger Things characters. Okay. So okay. I wasn't like totally sold at the beginning with Lucas. It wasn't like that it didn't make sense or anything like that. Like, okay, yeah, you know, Lucas became popular. That happens. I've seen that happen in high school. I've seen it happen to my friends in high school. Like, they became popular. They didn't want to hang out with me anymore. Stuff like that. So, you know, I'm familiar with it. I just wasn't into it, right? Like, I wasn't into it. I always thought that Lucas was like one of the nicest characters in the series, but I like the way that they develop it and the way it goes. I thought that was great. And I have to admit, I am a fan of dividing the season in two. Like, I've been seeing a lot about how supposedly the whole binge watching method that Netflix has always been using is like no longer viable or working, and so that Netflix is actually looking to get away from that. So I like this option.
It's a shame, because that's primarily what I use it for.
But yeah, supposedly it just doesn't really work anymore. Like that it's like just not good business anymore.
That's the only way I get to watch anything.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
apparently,
I get.
Because as far as I have understood, Netflix doesn't work that way everywhere. If I understand correctly, like in Japan, Netflix just does it like normally, you know, like any normal TV station would. You know, just airing episodes weekly or something like that. And the thing is, Netflix is not working. Like, Netflix is not is not doing well. So, they're kind of looking for other ways to keep people interested, and I'm okay with this. It was, I think it's 7 or 8 episodes. It was a great, amount to kind of watch. I didn't binge watch it, but we did watch them relatively quickly, like within a week or something. And we're looking forward to next Friday that the rest of them come out. So I'm in, and hey, I even got Hellfire Club socks.
So, Renee, you've only seen the first half of season 4.
Yeah. What about? Why? Have you seen the rest?
I have.
How? It's not out yet.
We have it all.
Wait, what?
We have all the series 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the same? Is this the same for you, Sabrina? Did you also get? Yeah, I get. Wow, in your country, it just all came out at once.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, that
How dirty.
Oh, for us, it came out like.
How very dare they?
Yes. For us, it came out. We got 7 or 8 episodes. I don't remember, and I don't know how many they are total.
I think there's like a dozen or so.
Yeah, we get the rest next Friday. Oh wow, I'm intrigued that Sabrina got them all. Like, I doubt they just did that for Colombia. So. Oh wow. I am not gonna be getting a VPN or anything like that anytime soon, but it is funny to think that if I just pretty much had something like a VPN or something, I could have seen the rest of it by now. But like I said, I actually enjoy this rhythm. This rhythm really works for me. We got the last 2 episodes on the 1st. Oh, we get the last 2 episodes on the 1st, but they are 2-hour episodes each. Okay, I don't know how many episodes they are total, but I suppose we got the same there. So, yeah. Very interesting, though. Very, very interesting that difference. Well, oh wow. So you know how it ends.
I do.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Thank you. Like I said, I normally don't care about spoilers, but I'm actually invested in this. I'm into it.
I can tell.
Yeah. Hellfire Club socks and everything.
I do, Sabrina. Yes, I know the end. Sorry, you might have said that like 15, 20 seconds ago, and I just only read it now because of the lag.
Yeah, I have to look into how to remove the laggy chat from YouTube, or if it's just that way. Because it is extremely laggy, but that just might be my settings.
I don't want to spoil anything, Sabrina. Not even a...
I suppose the question I would have, that is kind of like Sabrina's question, is does it end, or do they leave it like season 5? I suppose that would be a spoiler too.
That's a spoiler. Don't make me spoil it.
No. I won't. If I don't answer this, by the way, but if I had to predict, I would say that they probably end it because all those kids are gonna age out. Like very, like all those kids are aging out. Millie Bobby Brown has already kind of aged out of it. In the sense that, you know, they're definitely not cute anymore. They're definitely not of that style anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of like to continue. They'd either have to get new people or change a lot the whole format. You know, now it's like more adult adventures of these young adults. Still, I'm very, very surprised that you and you got them all at once. Wow, that does seem very, that's interesting.
But I mean, binge watching over here is very big.
Views in the living room yelling discrimination. Okay, her face looks super weird, but it's the angle. I'll fix that if we choose this one. Brian Absolute Zero, hello. Yeah, the other thing I wasn't into is that, okay, I can never remember which one is Mike and which one is whatever. So basically, Finn Wolfhard's character.
Which one is Finn Wolfhard?
Eleven's boyfriend.
That's Mike.
Okay, so they kind of made Mike. They kind of made Mike into a douche at first.
I know, right?
He kind of came off like a douche, like very, very douchey at the beginning of the season. He kind of evens out later, so yeah, he is like very, very douchey at the beginning, and I don't know why. Like, there's no reason for him to be so douchey. Fortunately, he doesn't stay that way, so all good. Brain 101. Okay. How have you been? So in this one, they're kind of laying on the ground, looking up, as you can see.
Yeah.
We would... So in this idea, I think I might have time to sketch one final one, and then you will have the non-enviable position of deciding which one you like best.
I will see if I can get Bella to have a look at them.
Oh, look at you.
Somehow.
dodging responsibility. Don't make me decide. Yes, we were talking about how we felt regarding season 4. Me and Sabrina, we liked it very much. Kat here seems to have hated it more than.
I didn't hate it. It's just my least favorite season.
I'm just saying what you said. You said you hated it more than anything in life. What you said? What you said. If that's not what you meant, then why'd you say it?
I said that about Jurassic Park.
Oh, I've been so tempted to go watch the new one. The only reason I haven't gone to watch the new one is because I've heard a lot that it's like really not very good.
None of them are very good.
Well, nah. What am I drawing today, Brain 101? I am drawing illustrations for Traveler RPG. So right now I'm sketching, and today we did a bunch of doodles for it.
The world should go. And everything in it.
Okay, and this would be idea number 2. So here's idea number 1. Here's idea number 2, and let's go finally with one that goes more in the direction. You're midway through season 2? Oh, well, I envy. It's one of the few series that I have like really enjoyed, with ups and downs. You know, I don't think it's perfect. So anybody that hasn't seen any of them, well, that's something I would definitely enjoy not having seen it yet. So, you know. No, wait. Let's go with it's just that I already made Embla cross-legged in one of the images. So
I can't believe they haven't given you the ending. That sucks so much.
It's not a big deal. But what I mean, it just makes me curious about why did they give you the ending? You say that it's because binge watching is big where you are, but just makes me go like, okay, how, like, is it like, how big is it that they decided to put the ending in the UK but not here?
The thing is that if they had released it over here, people would literally just wait until the rest of it came out before binge watching the entire series.
Okay.
That's what I would have done.
So this one is going to be a little bit more sketchy because you know, it's almost 5 and all that, but the idea is that we have like these three kind of compositions of the characters, and we need to just well, you need to decide which one you think goes more with what you want. So, haha, you have homework. That's why I never saw American Gods. I was waiting for the whole thing to be done. Then I heard they fucked it up, and I didn't care anymore. We started American Gods, and we kind of abandoned it because we saw that it was never finished. So what's even the point?
You know, I did exactly the same. I got through like half of the first season. I didn't find it particularly great. And then I was told that they abandoned it.
So yeah, so like yeah, you know, what's the point of watching a series that they're not gonna finish? Okay, wait. Problem with this image is that blue is a little bit too big. That's more like it. And so with this one, what I want to do is we're going to zoom it in. Less. Let's grab this space image from here. Duplicate it, put it there. Oops. So yeah, this last one is a little bit sketchy, but yeah, if you could just kind of
get the idea.
Yeah, you get the idea, and so the idea, yeah, you get it. Okay. In there. Okay. And that would be idea number 3, idea number 2, and idea number 1. So okay. So whoa. That's it. That's it. So yeah, and tomorrow I'll be working on this one, which is I like it a lot.
It's very cool.
So you're saying it's very cool. With you haven't seen. Yeah, I'll have to figure out the lag on this. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I will be back on Friday. On Friday, I will either figure out the delay on YouTube or we will be on Twitch. That's it. Very experimental. Do let me know if it annoys you guys, like the flip-flopping between Twitch and YouTube. I haven't really come to a definitive conclusion of if I want to stay on YouTube or if I want to stay on Twitch, or if maybe I just want to do both. I just don't know. So
Are you able to stream on both at the same time?
I wasn't able to. They said that they were going to allow it, but I don't know if it has been allowed yet. I haven't been able to look into those things simply because I've been quite busy. Yes, there is a setting for low latency. Would low latency make the chat quicker? Yeah, there is a setting for low latency, ultra low latency, as you say. Would that make the chat quicker? Because if that's it, all they have to do is click something here next time, and we'll have that fixed. Anyway, as they, while I wait for them to hear me and then respond and all that kind of stuff, I'll say that will be it for me today. Next Friday, I will either be here on YouTube if I manage to fix the low latency issue, or I will be on Twitch if that issue cannot be fixed. But I'll definitely try it out. Thanks for the information. So for now, Kat, thank you for joining us. It's good to have you back.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
I'm glad you have decided to finally stop faking illness and injury to join us again. I hope next time you decide to either be honest and tell us you don't like us, or whatever. But it was good to have you back. Do you have anything to say?
Good to be back. Do I have anything to say?
Yes.
Ooh, let me think. Jurassic Park sucks.
How many Jurassic Park movies have you seen?
All of them apart from the most recent.
Oh, you've seen them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No. Great. Yeah, because I never discuss movies with people that haven't watched them, but you've seen them. So you saw them and you think they suck. That I can respect. I can respect that.
I haven't seen the most recent one, the newest one they've done.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't seen the most recent one either, but I can respect. You hate them, but you go watch them so you can continue to hate them. Yes. I respect that. I respect that. In any case, that's gonna be it from me today. So let's do the whole goodbye thing. You have been watching the Ministry of Abnormality Twitch Star Broadcast, and I have been your host of Abnormal. Today has been Wednesday, June 29th of 2022. With me, as always, the Highlander Cat. Thank you for joining us. Thank you everybody so much for watching, for hanging out, for keeping me company. I will see you next Friday. And guess what? We finally finished JTAS. Wait, is there more?
Well, this one, which is technically part of JTAS.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, are there more? Like.
No, this is the last one now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they might make JTAS 3 later date.
Oh yeah, but that'll be like years.
Hopefully that'll be like in a few years at least.
Yeah. It'll be our descendants. that will do that. But for now, anyway. So I will see you all next Friday, as I have said multiple times. And until then, good hunting, stay naughty. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. So yes, our descendants will be in charge of JTAS.
Leaving it to the young.
Well, no. My children will be born old. And it's not like
Yeah,
Benjamin.
I will not tolerate
Yeah, I will
young
not tolerate
children.
children in my home. They will be born adult. And it's not going to be like a Benjamin Button kind of thing. Like, no. They will be born, like, at the age of 80. They'll live a couple of years, and then goodbye. Yeah, that's the way it'll go. So,
Good luck with that.
Yeah, they'll be born at the age of 80-something. They'll do some art for Mongoose.
For J-Taz.
And then, like, yeah, that's it. That's what's gonna happen.